Here I stand on the pedestal of life, leaf in hand, ready to face all foes. The hero of the wild. Hiya! Hey everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we helped a couple of Rito children try to get their act together by serving them salmon maneri, and I'm probably mispronouncing that word. This time, as the sun rises gorgeously on this episode, we are going to head up there. Wrong button. All the way up there. But first, let's watch the sunrise together. I love the way that the sunrise and sunsets look in this game. It's just so gorgeous. Like the colors, the way the lighting is. It's breathtaking. There's no other way to describe it. Alright. Now that this is all done, let's warp all the way over here. I just realized we have 666 rupees. Oh my god, we're agents of Ganon! No! Let's put on, we're gonna need the climbing thing, so let's put on this. Alright. Let's head up there. And the Rivali's Gale that we scored last episode will help us a lot. Because I said so, that's why. Whee! I want that. Alright, where is it? It's up there. So, here we are on a journey to find a tree. This is a very intense journey with moose. A moose! Am I the only one who always thinks of the moose episode of Invader Zim whenever they hear the word moose? The moose! I will leave you to your moosey fate. I love Invader Zim. I do like Enter the Florpus. I do feel like it is pretty good, although I'm not a big fan of the style that it's switched to. I mean, Zim and Gur look alright. They look pretty close to how they should look, but Dib and the other human characters, they just look too cutesy and squishy. Like, Dr. Membrane, he has, like, black gloves that go all the way up now, which is obviously for the fact that he has robot arms in that one. But during the events of the show, he is seen with human arms. So I don't know. I like the movie fine, but the aesthetics bug me. You know, it's just, I don't know. I did really like the Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling special, though. That was pretty good. I haven't seen Rocko's Modern Life in a long time. from what I can tell, the humor in that seems to be a lot more. It seems to be a little different, but for the most part, seems to like follow the same type of rules and whatever that was set up by the show. Alright, how close are we? Oh, we're pretty close. Let's see if there's a core arc up here, though. Spider Link, does whatever a Spider Link does. Look out, he is the Spider Link. Speaking of that song that I'm obviously referencing, you know the disc main menu version of the Spider Pig song? When I was a kid, that used to creep me out. You know, like, well, not, I wasn't really a kid. I was like, I don't know, I was pretty freaking young. But it was, I don't know, it was one of those things that, there's a moblin in there. Looks like there's a weapon in there. I don't think there's any reason to thaw them out. It was one of those things, like, for a long time, when I was, up until I was, like, 17, I was put on, like, a bunch of medication. The reason being is because, like, I had massive freaking anger issues when I was younger. And, like, I would go into, like, mindless rages. And, so, like, the idea behind the medication was that they would put me on things like Depakote and Seroquel. It was something like 200 milligrams of, like, Seroquel and, like, 600 milligrams of, like, Depakote or something like that. And, like, this made me really sleepy up until, like, lunchtime at school. Right? And then, like, by that point, the thing wore off. Partially, I like to think it's because just my immune system is freaking absurd. Because I hardly ever get sick. And even when I do, it doesn't last for very long, for the most part. Except for, like, in certain instances, like most of the... Like, my grandpa and grandma like to, like, call bullshit on this because they're like, because all they see is, like, whenever I'm like, oh, I'm sick this time or whatever, it's like, yeah, but, oh, there's the bird. So we want to head down there. But in the case of, like, this whole thing is, like, most of the time whenever I get sick, it's just like, oh, it lasts for like a day or two. And even then, like, it doesn't, like, go on for, like, super long. But in any case, like, the anger controlling medication, after the main effects wear off, all I was left with was the side effects. And almost every pill had a side effect of anger, frustration, and irritation. And guess what that freaking did? It, like, it made it easier for me to be set off, and I think amplified it. You know, like, it got worse. It was way worse than it ever was after the fact. So then, like, around the time I was 17, I was taken off the medication till, like, my mom wanted my body to, like, catch up with me. I'll continue the story after the load screen. Okay. It was like my mom wanted my body to like catch back up with me since I was on the anger controlling meds for so long. That like after this was all like changed around, um, like after I was taken off of them, I immediately started. Well, not immediately, but over the course of like the summer, I started showing improvement. My uh, mind wasn't anywhere near as cloudy as it was before, and like I gradually I started doing better in school, um, and I was able to I wasn't going into mindless rages anymore. So like during that time is when I was like introduced to a lot of horror stuff. Like my sister like introduced me to like The Grudge and like a bunch of other uh I started finding like Child's Play on like DirecTV movie things, which was pretty cool because I got introduced to like my favorite horror series of all time and a few others. So like it was a time of discovery for me, you could say. Whee! Like so this one involves timing. Just want to get that slow one out of the way and boink. There we go. Before we head off, though, there is that breakable wall. But to kind of continue off from what I was saying, the let's get rid of the Traveler's Bow. The only reason I kept on to the Traveler's Bow for so long is because like I have this weird thing of like, oh, this is how the character is shown in like box art and stuff. So canon wise, like the character only wears this shit, which is why like I only use the white spider outfit in my original playthrough of Spider-Man PS4. But anyway, like around that time I was introduced to a lot of horror movie stuff, which was like I think it was hell for my mom because like I broke her copy of the It miniseries, and like it was kind of just it wasn't a whole lot of fun for me because like my siblings kept like trying to torture me with like the box of Dead Silence, which I still stand by that box art is really fucking scary. Way scarier than the movie itself. Like the movie itself is pretty dull, pretty boring, but like if you're creeped out by like ventriloquist dummies like I am, it is actually pretty. It gives you the chills. But yeah, this really was like a fun-ish kind of time for me. You know, like a lot of my memory is just kind of like scatterbrained. Really, like No. Like, my memory is really freaking bad normally. And I think it's partially to do from genetics, because of the medications I was on for, like, most of my freaking life. Yeah, we can just use the Falcon Bow. Falcon Punch! Give me the thing! But, like, I do keep, like, a little journal of things that has happened to me that I actually somewhat remember. And, like, that's more or less what I go off of most of the time. That and stuff people have told me. But it's just like, you know. A few things that I do remember is, like, my first Zelda game. I remember my first Zelda game, like, roughly when it happened. I'm not keeping that. I don't want the Knight's Bow. I think we'll drop. No! Damn it! I guess it's fine. That was gonna break sooner or later anyway, but it's just like, that's the Great Eagle Bow. It's like one of the best bows in the game. Crap. Messed up. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't remember what, like, set off this, like, this thing of, like, me just talking about my freaking past. The majority of which I don't even freaking remember. Major test of strength. I don't think we got the tools for this, because, like, I don't think we have, like, enough, like, stronger weapons to take this guy out. And we don't have a whole lot of, like, strength enhancing shit, so I think we're gonna leave this one for a later time. Okay, this'll work. And I wish we had that frickin' hammer, but oh well. I remember what sparked the fascination with my past now. It was that spider pig thing. It was you know, it was, ow, my face. Oh crap, can we even progress now? There we go. Oh, hello. Ha ha! I killed one of you guys. Ow, my face! You do not do that. That is not okay. But it was the spider pig thing, and like I watched that during the section of my Edge of Duality. I watched that during the section of my life when I was like under those pills, basically. And like mentally, I was basically like 5 because of what those pills were doing to me. So like, And it doesn't help that even back then, I used to, like, fall asleep with, like, stuff on. Right? Like, I think I just dropped that. I used to fall asleep with, like, movies and stuff on. Because, like, I needed the noise to, like, fall asleep. And, like, because it's a freaking movie, right? Like, obviously go back to the menu at some point. I want these. And kaboo, 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 kaboo. And because of the fact that I would fall asleep with that stuff on, eventually, like I would hear that in my sleep, right? And, like, it would just kind of creep me out. Like, I would be, like, creeped out in my sleep. And then, like, this was actually during the part of my life when I actually could freaking dream and didn't, like, whenever I dream, it's just, like, whenever I dream, it's mostly just, like, freaking nightmares. Which I don't mind because it's not like anything really happens in my dreams anyway. Hooray! Through the power of cheating, otherwise known as motion controls. Ooh, an ancient core. We need that. But yeah, it was just like something that would like just kind of creep me out. Like, I like a lot of creepy stuff nowadays. Like, I watch horror movies like pretty frequently. Not super frequently, but still. Alright, looks like we're gonna need ourselves some fire arrows. Kapoof! This is gonna take some timing. Come on. Yeah! Ah! You can do it! Open the door! Hooray! And Titan freeze. Kapoof. And there is a thing over there that we can blow up with another treasure chest with rupees. Yes. And we still don't have all the treasure chests in here. What the hell? How many freaking treasure chests are there in this place? Whee! Diamond. There we go. I don't know if we did this one in a previous recording or not. Alright, I think that will do it for this episode. I don't think there's any more shrines that we can do aside from that major test of strength one. Yeah. In the next episode, I think we're gonna try to see if there's anything else in the Rito village for us to do. And if not, we are going to head to Hateno village to see if there's anything we can do there. Alright? See you guys then.